Give you a brief demo of the TRACKDOWN package in R. The TRACKDOWN package is basically a wrapper for the Google Drive package, essentially, and it allows you to have a R Markdown file locally and upload that to Google Docs, and then in Google Docs you can do all your editing with your collaborators, and then download that file back locally, and then do some local changes, editing the code, and then you upload it. And so you have this cycle process. And on the Google Drive part, you're editing on the text. You're not editing on the code in this part. So let's see how this works. So here I'm in RStudio. I have this demo file, our Markdown file. It's pretty simple. Let's take a look at it when it's rendered. So it's just some basic text, and it's got some images, and then has some code to make a nice little plot here, some more text. That's it. At the top of this file, you can see it says eval false, but I've just added the commands that we're going to need. First command is we need to upload our file up to Google Drive the first time. So the first time we do that, we use upload file. You see this argument here, gpath. This is the directory name on Google Drive. So let's go here, and you can see I've created a directory with that name right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this command. Okay, I have run this command before, and there's a pop-up window you're not going to see. That pop-up window is asking if I allow Gargle, which is doing the authentication, to store a token on my computer. So I said yes, so you're not going to see that because it already knows that. I will show you how to find those tokens and get rid of them if you want to revoke them after you're done. So let's go here. So I upload. So even though I told it could save tokens, the token's not on my machine. So you're going to see the authentication step. So let's go here. It comes up in a browser. I tell it what account. And now I need to give it permission. And you see I need to give it pretty sweeping permissions: edit, create, and delete all my files, which is why you might want to delete this token later. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's go back here. Okay, so now it's uploaded. Let's go back here, and we can see now that the TRACKDOWN test is here. That's the file that it uploaded. Let's take a look at that. TRACKDOWN adds a little header here, and just reminding people to how not to mess up this file. Basically, don't go near this part. You want to focus on just editing the text. So let's imagine, I'm in suggesting mode here, and add some text to the intro. Okay, so I add that. Go down here, more text. Okay. So I do all the edits that I want. Now, what's important now is that before you pull these changes back locally, you need to accept all the changes. So it's not, if you leave them in suggest mode, it's not going to pull those in. It'll just ignore those. So you need to go through and finalize this phase of the editing. This is a very important aspect with TRACKDOWN. You need to separate your local editing on your computer, like editing the code, versus your Google Drive editing phase. You need to complete that Google Drive editing phase. So let's say, here maybe I want to accept that one and reject that one. Okay, I've decided this phase of editing is done. I'm ready to download these changes. So let's hop back here. Now, the next stage is to download those changes. So let's do that. Download it. Ask me if I want to overwrite the local changes, because it's going to pull the changes from Google Drive in. Yes. If I look here, I see now I have a change here. And I think if I, oops. Yeah, I could commit this and you can see, yes, it's added it. Now, this is something important to note here. You see it noted it as a complete change here for this whole paragraph. Kind of unfortunate, but that's how it did it, rather than just that single line addition. Okay. So I have the changes here. I can see that here it is, what I added, add some text to the intro. So now I can go and start the phase of doing my local edits. So I do my local edits, then I update when I'm ready to start another phase of editing on the Google Drive. I can do update file. So that's it. It's basically just kind of streamlines this uploading and downloading phase for you. So I said that I would show you how to get rid of the tokens if you want afterwards. They are stored with Gargle, so you just need to remember that it's with Gargle, and do Gargle : it'll suggest all the commands available to you. Roll over those, you'll find this one. It'll be pretty obvious from the description that this is the one you want. It tells you where those tokens are, so you can go here and you can delete that token. You will need to sort of refresh your R session to really get that out, but once you do that, it'll be out. Okay, I hope that was helpful.